Hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're here with an Australian pre-decimal coin. This coin here being the Australian 1952 one penny coin. This coin here is a bronze coin, and as part of the pre-decimal system, it only has a value of 1/240th of a pound, rather than the modern system where it's 1/100th of a pound. So let's go off and give a few stats here before we go off and look at the reverse and then flip it over onto its obverse. And obviously at the end of the video, we'll also be looking at the value. So this coin here has a weight of 9.45 grams, a diameter of 30.8 millimeters, a thickness of 1.9 millimeters, and it's made out of bronze. So without further ado, let's go off and look at the reverse here. So the reverse of this coin here is extremely pretty. Across the top, we've got just the word Australia, nice and simply, and a very nice picture of a kangaroo there in the centre. Now, above his foot, you can see a little star there, just like you have on the Australian flag, and beneath his tail, you can see the date, 1952. And then across the bottom, the word penny. Now, this here also features a beaded edge here, separating the main reverse here from the slightly elevated edge. This here is also on the obverse of the coin, I should point out. The main detail here that you'll probably miss at first glance is, first of all, the engraved initials of the engraver. So the person who engraved this side of the coin, the reverse, is a man named George Kruger Gray. His initials, KG, can be seen, let me pick this up, if the camera will focus on it. There you go. Right there, just above his tail. KG. KG being the initials of the engraver once again. So what's also quite a bit of an important thing to note about this side of the coin is, as you can see on mine, there is no dot after the word Australia. However, on versions with the dot after the word Australia, it means it was made in a different mint. The ones with a dot would have been made in the Perth mint, and the ones without a dot were made in the Melbourne mint, mine being the one from the Melbourne mint. So let's now go off and flip it over and look at its edge first. So it's a smooth edged coin, nothing too special there, and as you'll see, it's in the medal alignment. And now we are onto the obverse of the coin. The camera unfocused there, sorry about that. But yeah. So, here we are, onto the obverse of the coin. So the obverse features the standard portrait of King George the Sixth. This one here has the lettering around it of George the Sixth, D:(Br:(OMN:(Rex, Fide, Def, full stop. So, what does that mean? That means George the Sixth, by the grace of God, King of all the British territories, defender of the faith. This version here, same as I believe almost all the other versions, was engraved by a man named Thomas Humphrey Faggot, or is it Paget? I'm not too sure to pronounce his surname, it's across the bottom of your screen now. But, as you can see, under George's neck here, if I can get it to focus once again, there you go, you can see the two letters, H and P, this here being the engraver's mark for this side of the coin. Now, the coin itself isn't exactly the most uncommon coin in the world, to be fair. Funnily enough, however, this coin does actually carry quite a bit of value to it. The specific version I have, being the 1952 Melbourne mint version, has a value of £1.20. So approximately $1.60 or $1.70 for all the US viewers out there. However, the Perth mint version has a slightly lower value of £1, or, once again for the American viewers, around $1.50. This here is genuinely just a nice coin to have as part of your collection. It's quite a beautiful coin, however, it's not the rarest in the world. Anyways, I like this coin quite a lot because, hey, Australian money is always very interesting. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, if you have any suggestions for future videos, please just leave them in the comments down below. please do like the video and do subscribe as well. Alright, ta-ta everyone.